Am I the meanest?
Sure enough.
Am I the prettiest?
Sure enough.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Sure enough.
Well, who am I?
Sure enough.
Who am I?
Sure enough.
I can't hear you.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your fucking clout.
Woo!
It's showtime, folks!
He's hooking. He's hooking. Damn, Ron, come on! What's the matter with you? There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report, brought to you by Built-In Buffalo. I am your host, Tommy, and next to me is my main man, King Aramis. What is going on, King Aramis? We have arrived. It is AFC Championship game day. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because this is it.
Cooling, man. We got this one in the bag. We good.
Oh, you're like what is it? Mint condition? Cool it now. God, cool it now.
I've been calm all week, man. This is great.
Or was that new edition? Who was that?
No,
I thought
mint condition.
Mint condition. I was right. Okay, cool it now. All right. Listen to some Bobby Brown. Just cool it now. All right.
Right.
So we have arrived, man. We have arrived. A lot of people did not think we would get to this point. A lot of people didn't think we'd make it to the playoffs. But we are here, AFC Championship, and man, I don't know, man. I'm pretty damn calm, man. Calm before the storm. I don't know. I'm calm. I don't know what it is, man. How are you feeling? Are you calm?
Man, I've been calm all week. It's weird. Ooh. It's really weird. You know what it's been? It's been quiet on social media. I think the Ravens week and how loud it was.
Oh, good Lord.
Got us in the frenetic state, leading up to that game. And then after that, it was just, I think the Chiefs looked at that and was like, don't nobody give the Bills no bulletin board material. Everybody shut up. Don't nobody say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Right.
Feels like both teams have kind of been like that.
Well, Sarah says she's not. She feels like she's gonna throw up. Listen, I get it. It one more game to the big dance. I get it. I get why some people might be a little tense, a little, got the butterflies going, but I don't know what it is, man. I feel confident. I feel calm. I feel like this team has gotten here for a reason. And it's a special team, man. I do believe that. And I'm even, God, I hate to say it, man. I said this a few days ago on a video, King. I said, man, I'm starting to kind of warm up to McDermott a little bit. Oh, God, no, I said it. I said it. Because I feel like we've gotten here for many reasons, and he's part of it. I have to include him in this, right? I feel like he's changed his ways a little bit this year, though he does revert back sometimes to his old ways. For the most part, I feel like this year he has loosened up some, and he has understood that you have to trust the players a little bit more. You got to be a little bit aggressive at times. You have to trust your coordinators to do their job. You have to trust in the players to do their job. And I really feel like he's done that for the first time in his coaching career here in Buffalo, and it's gone a long way. And then on the other side of things, the players, like Josh Allen in particular, he had to go with Joe Brady, meaning go, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go with that scheme. I'm gonna agree with that scheme. I'm gonna even though it's gonna probably hurt my numbers a little bit, I'm gonna buy in. I'm gonna sell. I'm gonna go all out and have faith in what Joe Brady and that whole everybody eats mentality, because he could have went away from it. He could have been like, fuck that, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna call out of some of these play calls. I'm gonna go deep. And he didn't. He bought in. He sold in. And I feel like if Josh didn't do that, then I don't think any players would done that also. I kind of feel like everybody, followed his lead, and it's worked out great. It's really has, man. And I was on the fence with it. I wasn't sure if that mentality would work. That he would totally be all in, and that we could get by with a wide receiver group that was, let's be honest, subpar, like okay, average, you know what I mean, at best, like to start the season. Curtis Samuel was kind of like our, I guess, best player kind of going in, even though I thought Khalil was, but still was a bunch of guys that their names weren't household names, right? I think Khalil's starting to get there, but he's still not there. And man, it's worked. And the addition of Amari Cooper obviously helped a little bit. Our running back room, for as much as I, talk about Cook not being this like unbelievable dynamic running back, he still has had a good season. Ray Davis was a good pickup in the draft. Ty Johnson has been a surprise. I'll be honest with you guys. I didn't think that was I wasn't excited about them re-signing him. I was like, whatever. He's a third string, running back, but he's actually stepped up quite a bit this year. So, yeah, man, I just feel like this team is just something special about it, bro. And on the defensive side, not that they're playing great defense. Probably this is one of the worst defenses under Sean McDermott, but they're getting turnovers, which is the best turnovers, as far as turnovers, best season they had in turnovers. So, I don't know. I just feel like everything's kind of working, just working out, man. And it's, we'll see. Today's the day, man. Can we solve the Kansas City Chiefs riddle, right? Can we break the code? Because it's not just us. I got to say this, King. There's a lot of teams that can't solve that Chiefs riddle, right? Crack the code.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to keep going back. The Bills can't. Bro, the Chiefs are beating teams in Super Bowls too. Like, they're 1-3 for a reason. They've won back-to-back for a reason. They're a tough team to beat. They're well coached. They got Patrick Mahomes, a really good quarterback. Say what you want about him, but he's a really good quarterback, one of the best in the NFL. And they got a hell of a defense. And they got a hell of a defensive coordinator, calling their play. So that's what makes that team special, man. They got good coordinators. They got a hell of a head coach. They got a hell of a quarterback. They got playmakers on both sides of the ball. It's going to be a dogfight today. So, King, I did enough talking. Go for it. What do you think?
So I think I've figured out what it is that the Chiefs do that makes them so unstoppable in a sense, right? What they do is they're very unconventional with how they use Travis Kelce, right? And what I mean by that is, if you watch the tape, most of the time on long third down and distance or key situations, Travis Kelce doesn't really run a specific route that is in sync with all of the other routes. Like, it's not part of any specific route combination within their offense. So it's almost unpredictable every single time. All he does is he goes and finds the open spot. So what it really takes is what Lou Anarumo figured out, which is you put a bigger body corner on him to just cover him one-on-one and take him out of the game. That's how they did it. That's really how they shut the Chiefs down, at their peak of offense in a playoff game in Kansas City for an entire second half. That's how they did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the answer is simplistic in nature, but it's not easy to execute if you aren't hiring a player specifically for that role, or if you're not building that specific role into your defense, right? So I do think, that's what makes it so hard to stop the Chiefs is that one guy. You know what I mean? I don't think we've ever seen what it would look like in a playoff game without Travis Kelce, so we'll never know. But I do think if that guy ever got sick or hurt or something like that, that team is done for, because now Mahomes' safety valve is gone. And from what you see on tape, Mahomes doesn't trust his other receivers. He this year specifically, he's more likely to pull the ball down and run in a high pressure or high leverage situation as opposed to trying to get the ball to one of his receivers. But yeah, I mean, this week, this year, especially going later into the season after how we played against the Rams and the Lions and all that kind of stuff, I've really gotten the impression that Sean has turned the corner in terms of his willingness to be more aggressive and not just when necessary, but be more aggressive to start games. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we saw that with the Chiefs, we saw that with the Lions, and I really think that speaks to the level of respect that Sean had for those teams. And that was one of the I guess revelations or realizations that I got that allowed me to make peace with the second half of the Ravens game. Because for me, I was frustrated. We're up by 2 scores. Let's go for a third and let's really knock them out. You know what I mean? Don't give them a chance to hit back. But Sean, and I think he even said something to this effect a couple of press conferences later, where they really wanted to put the ball in Lamar Jackson's hands and force him to play quarterback and beat them that way. And it just so happens that this year he's actually gotten better at that. So it didn't, Sean's plan didn't look so great, but that's how much he respected Lamar Jackson before the game. You know what I mean? So I do think with all of that and everything that I've said so far, that leads me to believe that the level of respect Sean has for the Chiefs and for Andy Reid and for Spags, it's going to be a much different approach in this game. They're going to play it tight. We're going to see some press. We're going to see some different things on defense, some blitzes and stuff like that, a lot like what they did in Week 11. And to me, I don't think the Chiefs have an answer for that outside of we're just going to throw it over the top. We'll take 5 to 7 shots in the game, and if we come away with 3 of those being successful in terms of completions, then we'll take it. And I think the Chiefs in their minds, they think that's their way to victory right now. And even if they don't complete those, it still opens things up in the middle for Travis Kelce. So this, again, the answers are simple. That's part of the reason I'm calm, but I do also believe that Sean has turned the corner in terms of his willingness to be aggressive and do what it takes to win these types of games.
Yeah, I agree. Shout out to everybody that's watching right now. If you're on Facebook, on X, and YouTube, we appreciate all you guys. I'm going to get to some of your guys' comments as well. Let's see. Parlay coming in on Twitch. 23-year-old Bills fan since I was 12. And I must admit that this is the most non-nervous I have been in our playoffs success. And that's good, man. I feel the same way, man. This is one game. I'm just kind of I don't know. I'm at ease, man. I really am at ease. Let's see here. Our dime will eat them up today. We'll see about that. I do think we need to get pressure on Mahomes, though. And I think Ed Oliver has the best matchup doing that. We go to overtime and break, Josh, overtime streak. I don't even want to get it there. I don't. John, so far 27-15 Eagles. Yep, I know. I'm watching right here. They are also driving. They are at the Washington 10 right now. A touchdown here would... Man, it'd be really tough for Washington to come back.
They just scored again.
They did, Hurts with the touchdown. So I think it's just getting away from Washington right now. Listen, man, I'll credit Washington. They got there with a rookie quarterback. Their team. They're someone to look out for in the future, starting next season. But right now, it's tough, man. It's tough with the rookie quarterback, young team. So. We'll see what they do next year. I mean, the game's not over, but my God, it's looking like it. Same here. Been a Bills fan for 45 years, says Gary. Man, I've been a fan for a long time. I don't know, 45. I'm 46, so that's clearly not 45. I've been a fan since 89, so I don't even know how long that is. It's been a long time that I've been watching this Buffalo Bills team, man. I've been through it all, dude. So I get it. Let's see here. First time ever to beat the refs and Chiefs. We'll find out. Sarah, I was more frustrated with Brady because he's the one calling the offense. Yeah, I was too. So, but you got to remember, yes, he's calling the plays, but McDermott can talk to his coordinators at any point during the game and tell them to speed it up, pick things up, do this. I want to see this. Right. They also talk at halftime and make adjustments. He's involved in all the coordinators. So it's not something where he's like, oh, I'm just, I have no say in what Joe Brady's going to do here. Of course he does. He definitely has say. And he saw how the game flow was going in the second half. Even if that wasn't McDermott's idea to slow the game down, run the ball, be more conservative, at some point, the head coach has to look at it and go, man, I don't like the way the game is starting to turn. We got to turn things up. And he's going to reach out to his OC and say, we need to turn it up. So I do believe that McDermott was part of that game plan in the second half. And listen, we got the job done, so I'm not going to totally complain, but I don't want to see that against the Chiefs. I don't. You have to. This is it, and that's why I played that clip in the beginning, guys. This is it. There is no tomorrow. Like, you can't. You got to go all out. You have to put everything you have out on that field today, and you have to take some chances. And I'm not saying play stupid. I'm not saying go for it on every fourth down or be nice. Don't do that. But there's going to come a time in this game where Sean McDermott's going to have to take a chance or two. And I need to see that from him. I need to see him be aggressive at times when it's needed. I need to see him trust his players, can get a fourth down when needed. You have to take chances. You have to play to win, not play not to lose. And I hope Sean McDermott's starting to learn that, because it really, that's what his problem's been. That and the defense letting us down in the playoffs since he's been here. He's not a bad coach. Like, I never said Sean McDermott's this terrible head coach. Clearly not. He gets to the playoffs every year.
Right.
His job, but his problem, and it's always been a problem, is he tenses up in the worst situations at the worst times. He gets less aggressive. He, calls bad timeouts at the worst time. Like, and that's what goes the whole when things just aren't going right. He tenses up. And like I said in the beginning of the podcast, I feel like he's changed that a little bit this year. And I'm hoping it goes over into the playoffs. You know what I mean? I didn't like what I saw last week in the second half, but we got out of there with a dub. And I'm hoping, like Brady said in his post, the press conference, that he knew that was a mistake. And I'm hoping McDermott learns, and you got to be more aggressive. You cannot you can't let your foot off the pedal, especially against a Kansas City Chiefs team. You can't. I don't care how bad or how their offense isn't looking the greatest this year. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We've learned this lesson before, guys. They can score in a heartbeat, right? And the way our defense is designed, we give up points mighty quickly. So you don't want to be fucking around on offense, giving them opportunities. That's all I'm saying. So we get a cushion here. How I want us to do what has really been the plan for the Buffalo Bills since we got into playoffs, which is get some stops early on in the game, build a cushion going into halftime, and then we'll be okay. But you have to keep going in the second half on offense. You can't let up. You just can't.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say one of the things that that we're gonna see in this game in particular is, I know everybody's already seen this, but the move of Joe Thuney from guard to tackle. When you study film and when you really study the game and you learn the X's and O's, that looks like a fix, but it's also a big detriment to now the guard center guard combination that they had in the run game. So their run game is not going to be as effective as it was back in week 11. They're not going to be able to move the pocket and move guys off the spot like they did back then. So we're talking about a Chiefs team that's now depending on, limiting pressure against Mahomes, but they're not going to be able to sustain long drives if they don't have a run game. So everything about where the Chiefs are right now, and I really do mean everything when you really look at where the Chiefs are roster wise and what they've done, they are just not in a good position to take advantage of anything that the Bills are going to give them in this game. So I won't be surprised if the Bills take an early lead and just ride it out the rest of the game. I really won't.
I do got the inactives and actives, guys, by the way, because I did see some people asking, and I got that pulled up. So let's go ahead and pop that up for you guys. So no surprise, Mike White. No surprise. Kind of a surprise with Connaughton. I was hoping he'd play, but nope, he's not. He's out. Quentin Jefferson's out. RVD's out. Dwayne Carter is not playing. Taylor Rapp is not playing. SVP. But Benford is playing. That was the big question that everyone had. I saw it in the chat. And yes, Christian, he is playing. So Benford is playing, so which is big time. You cannot have him missing out of the game because you already have Rapp out there. Our safeties are going to get tested early, I think. I do think they're going to get tested early because they do have speed. They're going to probably take a couple shots on them. And let's just hope that Bishop and DeMar communicate well. Like, they need to communicate well. That's a big deal. That's what made, really, in my opinion, Poyer and Hyde so special. The communication between them two were great. That's what made them one of the best duos. And then, of course, obviously, they made plays on top of that. But the communication was everything, right? So I would say that right there is one thing we have to look out for today. Let's see what Bishop and Hamlin could do together, because there is no Hyde. You heard McDermott say in his press conference, it ain't happening, pal. So we're riding the storm here, and hopefully we can get a dub, and we'll see if Rapp can play in the Super Bowl if we get there. But right now, we're handed the keys to the young kid. We drafted him for a reason. Yeah. He seems like he's the future at that position. So, all right, buddy, lace them up and make the right plays. We need you to have a good game here, and same with Hamlin. Yeah. So those are I'll keep them up for a little bit.
The only thing I would say with that in terms of where Bishop lines up is, I would almost want to make sure he is always lined up over Benford, because it just seems like Benford communicates a little bit better. Cole Bishop, most of the time, and I can go back and research the entirety of this, but most of the time where Cole Bishop has given up a big play or made a big mistake, it's been when he's over Douglas. You know what I mean? Especially against in that Ravens game, it was DeMar Hamlin. I'm sorry, it was so DeMar Hamlin had to come back and try to get in position, but he didn't time it right, and you kind of see Bishop over near the sideline when they showed the tight angle of the play, and in that situation, the guy, the corner there is Douglas. You know what I'm saying? So, and even in the Houston game, Douglas is supposed to be the guy communicating, making sure.
Yeah, that was that game. That was bad. Yeah. The communication there was lost between them two, especially Douglas. Douglas has had a weird. I like Douglas, but I don't know if he'll be back next year. I got to be honest with you. I think he's good, but he's lost a step. The thing is, his speed. He's never been like fast, but he's gotten away with his lack of speed because he got back on the play. But I think this year that's the one thing that's hurting him, because he lost a little bit more speed. He doesn't get back on the play in time to make a play like he did. Right. Got away with most of his career, But I still don't. He's not like, I don't think he's a bad corner number 2, but he's just a guy that I don't see remaining a Bill after this year. I could be wrong, but I don't see it happening. Bishop will step up as Micah has coached him. Yeah, look, and that's pretty much why they brought him back. I mean, now we know the cat's out the bag, right? I mean, right. Micah Hyde came here to coach up the young guy and help out that safety room. I'm fine with that. At least, I just wish they would have said it from the get-go in a way, instead of kind of teasing the fact that he could. But I will say this, McDermott, he kind of told you that way early on in that initial press conference when he was so emphatic about ain't nobody losing their role on his team because Mike is back. And he made it like, he didn't have to say that. And I remember him saying that. I'm like, I told Mikey, my coach, I'm like, boy, it's odd that he would say that. You know what I mean? Like, because there was no reason, unless he's not planning on playing him at all. It's just odd. You know what I mean? Like, why be so emphatic about, because I'm sure nobody in the locker room is like, oh shit, we're about to lose our job now. Like, Mike, but he made it like a point to tell you guys, he ain't playing. Ain't nobody losing that motherfucking job.
Realistically, what safety is going to play better than Micah Hyde? If Micah Hyde steps on the field, what safety is going to play so well that Micah Hyde is going to have to sit down? No, nobody. So why even? You know what I'm saying? Why even entertain that idea? No.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think he wants because once again, I don't know the severity. By the way, Washington just scored a touchdown. I don't know severity, and it was Daniels. I don't know severity of his neck. I know it's a second surgery, which is never good. It's something that you don't want to fuck with on your spine, your neck. And I don't think the Bills and McDermott want to be the ones that, God forbid something happen. They don't want to have that on them. So
another Kevin Everett.
Right. And I remember that, by the way. I watched that game live, and and he was from the U, so I was excited for him. And he was he wasn't a starter or anything like that, but I remember that play big time. That was crazy. Because it took me back to the DeMar thing, because I remember when I went live on the DeMar thing, I'm like, man, I haven't seen something crazy like that, at least on a Bills game, since Kevin Everett. Because that was unbelievable. That was like, wow. And by the way, I think he winded up walking again, or I'm pretty sure he did. I think he came out to a game and walked out. So crazy that he even, walked again. Yeah. But anyways, that was wild. I know we're going off topic there, but let's get back to some of these.
Washington.
Did they make it? Okay. Well, hey,
9-point
they
game.
Need stops though. They got to get stops. That's 34-23. Yeah. So it's an 11-point game. I mean, they're 2 possessions. That's it. Two score. But you have to get stops here. You have to.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And they haven't yet proved that they can stop Philly yet, really.
Well, they got a couple. They got like 2 stops.
But they also, the refs. I thought the end of the first half was a bullshit call. I thought that Barkley hit was terrible. Stop it. I see that all the time. It wasn't like a crazy hit. You know what I mean? Like, dude, he just got out of bounds.
Yeah.
It was a bang bang type of play. I see that all the time. The refs have, man, I gotta say, they gotta work. I don't know what the NFL has to do to get these guys to be better or whatever. And if it has to, maybe another pair of officials, like I said, upstairs and go, hey, no. Like, that was a bang bang play, whatever. They gotta figure that out. Because, man, it's like, I get there's human error in all sports, right? Umpires aren't going to always get strikes and balls call correctly. I get that. And I get not every flag, is going to be, and not, we're all going to agree with, right? I get that. Because you ever notice a flag will be thrown and some people will be like, well, it's a good call. And some people might go, no, it's a terrible call. So, right? So, you know what I mean? It's because you can get a ref that can go, no, I don't agree with that. And then another ref goes, nah, I think that's a good call. Now you got, there's your problem. You know what I mean? So there's no real, like, maybe they just need to have one guy that can overturn everything that isn't on the field, that's watching it, and hey, it's his say, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe, I don't know. It's hard, man. It's hard to go ahead.
I think what you just said is part of the solution. You definitely need a guy who's looking at a bunch of screens that can see everything, from the outside to make a final decision, even when it comes to having his refs pick up flags. I definitely think that's it. The other part, and let me know what you think about this.
Sure.
The refs need to have body cams, plural. They need to have something that's on both sides of the hat brim or something like that, and then a chest cam. That way, if they're turned in some whatever way, their head is still facing the play.
Ooh, I like that. Like the little police cam thing. Okay.
Exactly. So that way you can see exactly what
all the angles kind of what they're looking at. Yeah, so the guy that threw it especially.
Exactly. If the guy up top has all those angles, there is no more, well, it's different when you're on the field and you see, no, we got the cameras now. The same way you put cameras in the little pylons and all that.
Yeah, how hard can that be with today's technology? Exactly. Yeah, I get it. I like that. That's I never heard that someone say that. That's a great. Why not? I tell you what I do like. XFL does it where I don't know if they do it anymore, but I just remember because I barely watched their shitty football. But I remember watching the game one time, and they go upstairs and they have they show you what all these guys are looking at on camera, and they're just like, yeah, and it's quick, bro. They're like, okay, no, no touchdown, and bro, it speeds up the game. They see it. They have the best fucking angles, right? They have like a whole bunch of monitor, and they're just talking to each other. And it's no bullshit. Like, you're hearing everything they're saying, so it's not some fucking just give it to they're so nobody can say, oh, it's bullshit. I kind of like that idea. I kind of like look, if you call it there, but I think it should. If it's now, see, that's the thing though too. It depends on the call. I think it could get. See, that's the part, Mo. That's the part that get dicey, right? It could really slow down a game because sometimes there's a lot of penalties, right? So how often do you go? Wait a minute, hold on, wait. So I don't know. I just think they need to. There has to be a better way, or at least get them. I don't know, train better, seeing what they're seeing. But Roy, here's the deal with that. I get his foot was out of bounds, but it just got out of bounds. it is very tough to stop in the NFL when you're flying at somebody. And it wasn't like this unbelievable shot he took where he just decked them out of back. Like, I've seen quarterbacks. Matter of fact, I think we hit a quarterback. Who was it? Lamar? Was it Lamar, Ed Oliver? Wasn't it last week when he dragged him down?
Yes.
Okay, and they were freaking out for a call, but really, they let him play through it because it was so close. It wasn't a crazy hit. He didn't get hurt. I'm just saying, come on, it's football, man. I'm just saying.
Real quick, because Warren Sharp has this on Twitter, Roy. If you go on Twitter and type in Warren Sharp or at Sharp Football, he has the video playing, the replay, the slow-mo of Barkley going out of bounds. The defender makes contact with Barkley before Barkley's foot touches the out of bounds line. Before it actually touches the ground, the defender makes contact. So technically, it's not a penalty. Technically, if we're calling things the way they're supposed to be called.
Right. Now, look, I'm looking at a play right now. Let me see. From the Eagles-Commanders game. Now, this looked like it could have been a penalty. Let me look. They didn't play. He looked like he got hit out of bounds. That guy looked like he got. Now that could have been a call. No call. So you're telling me that's not a call, but the Barkley one was. Guys, you see my point. You get where, and that was way bigger. He took him and flung him. No call. So come on, guys. That's all we're talking about. Be consistent, and don't make everything. It's football. You gotta let the dudes tackle. It's gonna be a rough. You gotta also take that in consideration. Like, man, bang, bang, play, bro. Like, okay, he barely stepped out and say, yeah, okay, it's football, man. Listen, bro, it's hard for these guys to pull up every fucking time. And by the way, some of these guys stop on a dime and don't go out of bounds.
Yep.
And then go. Like, what are you going to just, hold on, I think he's going up. Oh, maybe not. Then it's too fucking late. And then we're all going, tackle him.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta wrap him up.
Mahomes has taken advantage of that a few times.
Every time. He's the best at it. Maybe.
Maybe I'm not going out of bounds. Then I run for an extra 20.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to hit that motherfucker every time. And I'm going to tell my team, clock that motherfucker if he's pausing. I don't give a fuck. And if we get called, it is what it is. But it's bullshit. I'll fight that to the if I'm McDermott, that did happen. Hopefully not. Bro, then I am furious, dude. Like, things have to change. And then I'm doing a post game and I'm fucking pissed. Our defense does worry me, to be honest. Yeah. So look, man, our defense is what it is. We are in the middle of the pack kind of defense, but we are also lead the league. I believe we led the league in turnover. Well, I know we did turnover differential, and we were like second or third in takeaways, something like that. So that's what got our defense to get by this season. Let's be real. That's really, because go back to the Baltimore game. They were driving there. They were probably going to score there on the fumble by Andrews. They were getting chunky, like no pressure on Lamar. Easy first down to Andrews, who could have easily went upfield and got another, 10 yards. But our defense saw what he did, and he made a mistake, and we executed, right? And we got a peanut punch, and that's what we've been doing all year, right? We're swiping, we're getting fumbles, and not only that, we're getting the ball. So not only creating a fumble, we're getting the ball. So that's why this team's defense has gotten by. That's that, to be honest with you, because this is probably the weakest defense under Sean McDermott by far. By the way, Philly is punting. So, man, wow, the communists for oh my God. By the way, did you see what Mac Hollins came dressed as today?
Yeah, the animal
from the Muppets.
Yeah,
he's different. I don't know what to say anymore. He's just a different individual.
Is it weird that I'm slightly annoyed by this?
I'll tell you what, it's working.
What do you mean?
We're winning games in the playoffs as he's keep it up. Like I'm weird when it comes to stuff like that. Like, I am superstitious.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So like, I just don't change nothing. Like, whatever's happening, keep it up. So if you want to dress up as whatever. I don't care if he comes as Big Mama's house. All right. Like, and the next one, right? We make it a Super Bowl, come as Big Mama. All right. I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah.
Nutty Professor. Just take everything off. And then when you get inside the locker room, can you imagine? Hey, guys. It's me.
Right.
It's Mac Hollins. Oh, shit. It's Mac Hollins. Let's see here. Sarah. Honestly, it's pretty impressive watching still in the game. It is impressive. I got to say.
Well, this game
is football. He fumbled. No, he didn't. Okay.
No. So this game, it's only 2 turnovers. The last time they played, when the Commanders beat the Eagles, the Commanders had 5 turnovers. So I'm not really.
Wow. So you never know. Yeah. So then there you go. But usually, if that's the case, usually the team wins with that.
Oh
right?
yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm just saying. So that's a rarity. Like when the Lions had 5 interceptions, whatever game that was this season, and they wound up winning. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't happen much, you know?
Correct.
So, let's see here. Matter of fact, it's a great point. So last week, if you look at the stats, Baltimore on paper probably should have won that game. However, turnovers. That takes away everything. Pretty much. That eliminates the rest of the great stats that Baltimore had on us, right? It didn't matter at that point. So the turnovers are big drop. Oh, you can't drop that. Who was that? Ertz? Oh, come on. Come on, Zach freaking Ertz. Let's see here. Cody, what is your prediction? We're going to get some predictions. We always get to them at the end. But my prediction is, yes, I was just about to say that. Pain. Come here, woman. What if somebody says that to Kelsey? It's why her girlfriend Taylor Swift. Oh my God, Mac Hollins would be probably the one dressed as Animal. Come here,
I
come here, woman.
To do it. Yeah.
As Animal. What the hell? A lot of time on the game clock for the Commanders. There is first down here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Almost an interception, but it wasn't. Ertz made up for it, by the way. That was a great catch. Daniels is special, bro. That kid's going to be, man, he's going to be a force, man. I'm telling you, man. Oh, no, fumble? See, he's ahead of me. I'm on stream. Oh, no. Really? Who fumbled? Hopefully it's not him, as I'm juicing him up here. Good, guy's going to be great.
Oh, man.
Was it him?
Yeah. No, it was the receiver.
No, you can't do that. You can't.
Oh, the lineman got it. Down? Commander's lineman got it.
No way. Did they? You sure?
Commander's lineman pulled it out. They got to give it to him. He's got the ball. What they gonna say?
No, that happened against another team this year when wasn't it us that had the ball. Somebody pulled out. This has happened before, where a team has come up with the ball and that they give it to the other team if they have possession first and were touched. So it just depends. You get what I'm saying? Because if a ref saw, let's see here.
I mean, technically,
he's definitely up, by the way.
Yeah.
All right. The Eagles did have the ball for a quick second. He punched it out. Let's see here. So the Eagle guy did have possession, but I can't see under the ball could still be moving around. What are they saying? What are they giving it to? I mean,
they're deliberating now.
I mean, if you can't see it though under the stomach, you don't know if the ball, if he has full possession, could just be laying on top of it.
Well,
because he could be saying I had possession, and then he ripped it away the last second.
And that's kind of what I'm looking at because.
But I can't see it. I can't see it. Late. Right, and I can't see it. What was the play? I'm confused. There was a fumble on the Commanders. Philly looked like they
gave it to Philly.
You see, so they're saying that he had possession and then he was touched, and then the ball got taken away at the end. It was already in possession. You get what I'm saying? So
I would challenge that.
I've seen that before. You can't
really.
I don't think you can because remember it's already looked at.
Oh,
yeah. I don't think you could challenge. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe you can. I don't know. That's a great question. I don't think you can though.
I think the challenge would be that it wasn't a catch, but I mean,
that it was. Yeah, see, he did have possession. If you look at that replay, the guy that had the defender who had the ball on the ground, he had possession.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So once he has possession, it doesn't matter at that point. So
yeah,
yeah,
we're late. We know they ran a play. We know.
I know. So that's a fumble. It was. Guys. Remember, I'm on stream. I'm using a monitor on my right, so I don't have my TV's not on. So, anyways, back to this game. So we're here. We got here. And by the way, real quick before I move on, sorry, everybody in the chat, everybody from Facebook, from Built in Buffalo, I appreciate you guys rocking with us. Everybody that is watching on X on Built in Buffalo, thank you so much for rocking with us this season. Hopefully, this is not the last pregame show that we do, right? We want one more, and that's the Super Bowl pregame show, right? So I appreciate you guys rocking with us. And of course, everybody on my YouTube, everybody is subscribed. I love you guys, man. It's been a great season. It's not over with yet. Let's get this job done today. And by the way, guys, if you haven't gone over to Aramis's podcast, the Post Podium podcast, is right there. See it? He has it on his name. He needs to put the king in front of the Aramis. I don't know what's going on there.
I might start doing it.
Yeah, he's still Aramis, but he is the king to you guys. So he's going to change that in time. But go over to the Post Podium. And guys, they do great work over there. Subscribe to that channel if you haven't watched them already. They got an awesome studio, 3-man team. So it's pretty cool stuff, man. So go over there and do subscribe to that channel, man. Let's see here. Hello to you, sir. Good day, sir. Hello. What was that from?
Seinfeld. When Jerry couldn't stop saying it.
You're right. Hello. You're right. That was great. So you watch Seinfeld, dude. Seinfeld's fucking great, isn't it? Yeah. The guy that I was talking to somebody the other day, they didn't know what the hell I was talking about. Because there's a guy that comes to my bar. His name's Jimmy. You know where I'm going, that's right. Talks in the third person.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that episode.
So now this guy he totally sold on it. So every time I see him, he's like, hey, Jimmy's playing pool. Jimmy's doing this. Jimmy's doing that. And I'm like, dude, this is great. I'm like, you got to make a shirt that says Jimmy doesn't miss, because that's like things now. And people are going to always go, who's Jimmy and why doesn't he miss? Well, oh man,
I'm gonna make a shirt.
Yeah, dude, Seinfeld is great. Hello, boy, these pretzels are making me thirsty. What's good, Tommy? What up, Joey? I know we're not talking Bills. We're gonna get back on it, but one more one. Do you remember the Spitgate for the baseball?
He couldn't have spit on you. He was facing the wrong way.
Remember Kramer? Kramer goes like he got shot by a bullet. Yeah, and then they started doing.
What I just break in here?
Dude, it was so funny. What was the guy's name? The baseball player. I forget his name, and he smoked cigarettes. So Jerry didn't like her. Somebody winded up not liking him because he smoked cigarettes or something. I forget his name.
Yeah.
For the Mets. Play for the Mets.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, The Office was great too. But Seinfeld, man, dude. If you got that show's so funny, dude. Mm-hmm. Anyways, back to this game. First and goal, by the way, for Philly. Yeah, I mean, jeez. I don't know. It's not looking good here. Mm-hmm. Anyways, back to the game. So, Keith Hernandez. Alvarado.
Right. Yes. There you go. Thank you.
You're right. And what's his name? Was like digging him, wanting a date with him. Oh, and Elaine. And he wound up going with some English lady or something like that. And remember the pick when he was in the car, like doing like this, and she's like, yeah. Thought he was picking his nose.
Wait, remember the competition they had with the lady that was walking around nude in the apartment across the street?
Yes, that was. Yeah, it's like, you're disgusting. Guys, I know we're taking it down a totally different rabbit hole.
I'm out.
Yeah, I'm done. The Kenny Rogers chicken sign. Sorry, guys. You see, we're at ease. We're talking about Seinfeld over here. You guys are like, what are these two idiots talking about?
We're gonna be
dude, it's great. It's over for Washington. What they did score, they did. Oh no, they fumbled. What happened there? Was it a fumble or no? No, short. So second and goal, unless they scored, I'm way behind. And there's Princess. How you doing?
They almost fumbled. So yeah, it was almost a fumble, and Jalen Hurts got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
You want to say hi to everybody? Yeah. Well, I mean, what are you thinking? You thinking the Bills win today or what? Yeah. What are you thinking?
I think you forgot something.
Huh? What? I think we do. Right? Are you calm? I'm calm. Listen, okay, I get it. All right, see ya. All right, so anyways, guys, I don't know what she wants. Oh, I know what she wants. I cooked some chicken in the oven, and the buzzer went off, and I know she's like, "Yo, let's wrap this shit up." You're talking about Seinfeld. We got fucking chicken over here.
Make your point and get the food now.
Yeah. You know, come on. So let's wrap it up. All right, guys, here's the inactives, actives one more time, and then we're gonna get into the big three that we always do. So there's your inactives, right? Mike White, Brandon Connerton, Quentin Jefferson, RVD, Dwayne Carter, Taylor Rapp, and SVP is not playing. Christian Benford is playing, which was the one I think everybody was wanting to know, and I had a feeling he was going to play. Because listen, if Ray Davis played the week before and he took a way bigger hit, then Benford was going to play, even if he's still concussed. Lights, he's still.
Right.
Oh my God. All right. Causes for concern. Let's get to it. All right. Once again, shout out to my co-host, my silent co-host, Bills Wire. They don't say shit to me. They don't talk back nothing. All right. The playoff version of Travis Kelce. Yeah, that's true. Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce stats took a bit of a dip this regular season compared to past years, but last week he reminded everyone that he could turn it on when it matters the most. In the divisional round over the Texans, Kelce recorded 7 catches on 8 targets for 117 yards and a touchdown. He is one of the most reliable playoff performers in recent NFL history. And Bills head coach Sean McDermott and defensive coordinator Bobby Babich will most likely make him a top priority in the game plan. It will take a handful of different people and great communication over the middle of the field. Kelce has scored 5 touchdowns over the 3 playoff games he's played against the Bills in his career while averaging 8.7 catches and 93.3 yards per game. So what do the Bills need to do to slow this down?
Punch him in the throat.
Punch him in the throat.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Just
poke him in the eye.
As soon as they snap the ball, pow, right in the throat. That's it. He's done.
Yeah.
He's not playing
maybe a phone call says Swift is in some danger.
I was just gonna say, hold his girl from ransom. Something. You know what's funny about Kelce? He's the same guy in the regular season as he is the postseason. Same guy. The only difference is they don't really focus or use him as the default option like they do in the playoffs. In the playoffs, it's always going to be about the guys you trust the most. So when we see Mahomes get to the postseason, especially these last 3 years, he's always going to default to the guy he trusts the most. And if that guy's not there, well, then he's going to pull it down and run it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why Kelce's numbers in the postseason skyrocket, because who have they had aside from Tyreek Hill after he leaves? Then what? You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
I don't buy into this whole, and I really hate when other people give them credit for this stuff. Like, oh, they're so amazing. And it's simple stuff. It's simple stuff. It's just that people, like when the Patriots were playing, people outthink themselves because they think that's what they have to do to beat them. And it's not the case. It's really not.
Yeah. Let's see. By the way, Philly just scored. They're going to go up 41-23. So that's the problem with Washington right now. They cannot make a stop. So they can score all they want, but if they don't get stops, and it's all for naught. It's gonna get even uglier. I mean, there's still a whole quarter, 12 minutes, 24 seconds to go. Like, and you got to not only that, you got to score fast. So you got to score quick, and you got to get stops, and you got to score another goal. Like, let's see here, Joey. If Patrick Mahomes is going to mess around by the sideline, you make sure when you hit him, you really hit him, so you don't play that shit. You're going to get a call anyways. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So if I'm McDermott, I'm not playing that shit, man. Like, look, man. If he's tiptoeing on the sideline, like, dude, you level that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. You know what? I'm not going to tell you did wrong by that. I'm not going to, saying you caught. Just hit that motherfucker. Make him pay. Make him rethink what he's doing. because if you barely touch them, they're going to still call it anyways.
Exactly.
So go ahead and set the tone by fucking making him rethink that. Same thing with the whole bullshit where he's pretending to slide.
Yeah.
No, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
You clock that motherfucker. I don't give a shit. And I'll be cool with it. Matter of fact, Jordan Phillips, go ahead. If I clock him, like I want our biggest guy clocking him.
Exactly.
Yeah, Triggs, Connaughton out again. Yeah, he is out. Man, it sucks because I really like Connaughton, but I gotta say, man, Khalil Shakir did an excellent job filling in. I trust him as well. I just, I fear injury. I just don't like that part of it. But honestly, out of everyone we have right now that can do that job, you have to have somebody that's reliable. So I'm good with him returning kicks or punts. That is the kickoff returns. Was it Ty Johnson or Ray Davis? I'm fine with
it was
as
Ty
well.
Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't feel like either one of them are going to do something bad with the ball. They've been pretty reliable. Now they don't have that ability to take it to the house like Connaughton, but I'm cool with it. Just don't lose the ball. That's it. Just don't lose the ball and make a right decision, and we're cool. Let's see here. What is this long one? What is this? What? All right, this is like a weirdo. Come on, man. What is this? Come on, man. I got to block you now because you're a bot. All right, get out of here, you bot. All right. Hey, we haven't talked in a while. Why don't you go ahead and click that link and we can have some alone time, just me and you.
Share some memories.
Yeah. All you need to do is click this link and just join. All right, let's see here, Beth. I don't want to go in overconfidence. Still, KC, they pulled stunts all year in almost every game, and the stunts just got bigger the closer to the Super Bowl we get. I feel good, but nervous. I'm not nervous. I'm really not, man. If we play our game and we play it the right way, what is Joey Hatch? Hey, I guess Perry wants you, Joey. I blocked her. I don't know what's going on. I'm blocking her again. I mean, Joey, that person wants you big time. I'm blocking her. I have no idea what's going on. User was blocked, so I don't know. Delete comment there. I'll delete it. But that person wants you, Joey Hatch. So just make sure you go after that person. I don't. I'm just teasing you. Don't go after that person. All right. So then you'll blame me. I went after her and she set me up. All right. Let's see here. She was some lady from Russia. She said all she needed was $2,000 for me to go and live with her. She was really hot. She wanted $2,000. Oh my God. Let's see here. Spin. Tommy, why are you blocking your future tattoo? Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Oh, whatever. That's not my Jillian. My Jillian would never do that. All right, let's see here. Beth, Bills are the better team. We are. Well, are we the better team?
Record. They have a better record.
Yeah. Okay. How do I? They have the. It's not even. I don't even give a shit about records at this point. Could care less of what happened in the regular season. Like that. Don't like. I honestly like the regular season at this point. Just throw that shit away. It means nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But I go by with what they've done, right? As far as in the playoffs and how many times we played them, right? How many times have they beaten? Like I go by that. So are they the better team? Yes, they are. Yep. Until we prove that we can beat them. And I know you're not going to like that. It's probably won't be unpopular opinion, but we haven't yet proved that we can beat this Chiefs team. No matter how, they look this season, their offense isn't the same, whatever the case may be. The reality is we haven't cracked the code yet, right? And this is another chance, another opportunity for the Bills to do it. And I believe we can? Yes, that's a different question. I do. But but me believing in it doesn't mean it's going to happen. It needs to happen, guys. If it happens, then cool. Like we finally got over that hump. Yes, but I'm not nervous about the game. I can't say we're the better team because we haven't yet there's no proof of that. Zero proof.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When it counts is what I'm saying. Like we can go back to regular season games all we want. Oh, we beat them this, 3 out of the last 4, whatever the fuck. Who cares? Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Because we said the same thing when Ravens fans came in here and kept going 35-10, 35-10, 35, week 4, 35, what happened? 35, King Henry. And And I kept telling the same thing. Who cares? Regular season. I don't give a shit what happened. I don't care if you beat us 99-0. We're here now. You're right. And all that is in the past. It means nothing. And look, exactly what happened against Baltimore. So all that shit talking they did about the regular season and week 4 and the score, it was all for naught. It meant nothing.
Yeah.
And look at this game right here, Washington, Philly. Washington beat Philly in regular season, right?
Yep.
They ain't fucking beating them now.
Yeah.
41-23.
Technically, they tied because they're in the same division, but they tied the.
Well, you know what I mean. They beat them once. That's what I'm saying. They beat them once, so they still could go. Hey, hey, but it means nothing. It don't even matter if Washington beat them twice.
Yeah, because
this is the game that matters. You get to the dance, and here it is. Wow. Like, apparently this Joey Hatch guy has a ton of people coming after him. The block, Joey, what is going on here with people coming on here for you? Oh my God, Joey Hatch Central. I'm blocking everyone. I don't know. I have no idea who these people are, but I'm going to keep blocking them.
Most of the time, people earn the baggage they have, man. You got to wonder what this guy's into.
Oh, here's a Chiefs fan. He's been coming on. He's a good guy. He's not the one that keeps, I will say this about Chiefs fans for the most part. And I had one guy comment on a video we did, a live stream we did last night. I woke up in the morning. I'm like, with these comments about, I'm like, did you watch the fucking live stream? I never, when did I say it? Never said this. Like, he was talking about that we said that the Chiefs had a cupcake schedule. I told him, bro, I don't even know what you're talking about. One, I would never say that because I think that's an idiotic thing to say, because
they really had a tougher division. I know that. But I wouldn't even say, like, I don't even like when people say it against like, here's the deal with the Scottish guys, and I hope this goes for people that are Bills fans that say the same thing, when talking about another team. Look, whatever schedule they give you prior to the season starting is based off, like, is a schedule strength based on your record. Mm-hmm.
You normally, if you're a really good team, they give you a tough fucking schedule.
Yep.
That's normally how it works, guys. When you start the season, the Bills had one of the tougher schedules in the NFL.
Yep.
It's not the team's fault that the teams that they thought would play good didn't, or teams like the 49ers that got banged up. It has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with our team. It's out of our hands. So I don't want to hear the cupcake schedule. I can't stand that. It is what it's, guys. You have to go through it every weekend. You got to be healthy. It's not easy to go on the road and win, even against bad teams. Like, to win week after week after week. It's not easy. And matter of fact, I was thinking about this, how much the regular season means. I was thinking this morning about the Patriots. I don't know why. They were undefeated in the regular season. They lost in the fucking Super Bowl, yet nobody talks about that season for the Patriots. Why? Because it was all for nothing. They didn't win a Super Bowl. That was a great fucking season. Guys, they went undefeated. You know how hard that is? It hasn't been done since 1972. Not only that, they went to the Super Bowl and they lost. Nobody gives two shits if you don't win it at the end.
Right.
The regular season means nothing. It's about how you get in. When you're in the playoffs, what teams get hot, what teams play right. It is what it is. And right now, the Buffalo Bills have been playing really good football down the stretch and into the playoffs. And that's why we're at where we're at. Yeah. Regular season, really, guys, honestly, at the end of the day, regular season is for teams that can make it through a grind of a season and stay healthy heading into the playoffs. The better teams. That's it. Honestly, it doesn't. I don't even know if home field advantage means much anymore. Like being number one in the AFC, being number one in the NFC. The Lions were number one in the NFC. They got fucking kicked out.
Yeah,
right away.
Yeah.
Means nothing. So I'm just saying, would I love to be the number one seed 1 year and avoid? Of course, right? Less injury. I get all that, but sometimes, bro, it still means nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Still means nothing. Joey, I so badly want to beat the hell out of Kansas City Chiefs today and give them the heartbreak that we had the last 4 seasons all in one game. I do too. I just want to get to a Super Bowl. I honestly, guys, I wouldn't even give a fuck if it was whatever team we were playing, even if it wasn't a Chiefs. We got to get there.
Yeah.
It's been way too long.
I don't know if you
Right.
noticed. I'm rocking my playoff beard. I haven't shaved in a couple of weeks.
Woo-wee.
And
That's looking sharp, King.
I got a bet going with all of my viewers. If the Bills make the Super Bowl, I'm shaving Babyface live on the show. Just
Oh
shave it
no!
all
Wait a
off.
minute. Wait.
I'm going straight
Before
Babyface.
the Super.
No,
after.
if the Bills make it to the Super Bowl, they don't even have to win. If they make it to the Super Bowl, I got.
But is that smart? Is that smart though?
Why?
Because I'm superstitious. You've grown your beard out and we've done well. You get to the Super Bowl and before the game's played, you shave. That might fuck everything up, bro. I'm being honest with you. I would shave after. Oh yeah,
Okay.
dude.
All right, fair enough.
That might be a huge mistake.
Okay. All right.
Because think about it.
Because you said that, now I'm awake.
I'm just saying, guys, chat. Am I right? Like, I'm just saying, like, that'd be like you saying, bro, I've been wearing this nasty ass Buffalo Bills hat and we've been fucking looking great. And then you're like, you know what? We make a Super Bowl. I'm burning that fucking hat in the right. And like, we fucking no, bro. You shave that shit after.
All
right? No.
I was thinking about
No.
the bet. I wasn't thinking about the game.
No. You need to go back and tell your chat. I made a huge error. We need to win. Yeah.
I don't think
they may not care. Yeah. Just say, hey, win the bet live. Yeah. Post game, whatever. I have the fucking, razor ready and go. Cody coming in from Facebook. I want to show Mahomes what playing the Buffalo Bills really means because all of his favoritism about the refs, about them throwing flags on us every time because they want to be the top of their kingdom. Well, they do get favorable calls, though it's been a story all week. Hopefully, maybe the refs heard the story, maybe got back to the officiating crew to, hey, you guys need to be your best at officiating today. I don't know, or maybe that'll piss them off and they call more. Let's just hope we get a clean type of game with the officials, right?
So
First,
did you hear the stats on Clete Blakeman?
My God, the Eagles are about to score again. Sorry, go ahead.
They did score. Yep. Barkley.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. So the stats on Clete Blakeman, the Bills are 6-2 in games with Clete Blakeman as the head ref, right? And the Chiefs are something like 3-5. Like they have a pretty bad record with Clete Blakeman as the. So I think what we're going to see in this game in terms of ref calls is going to be a lot like what we saw last week with the Ravens. Not a lot of calls. If there are calls, you might have one that's egregious, like in the Ravens game,
right?
Of all the calls, there was one that was like, come on, seriously. But yeah, I don't expect to see a lot of flags fly at all. And if they do, shoot, I'll take it. I'll take the favor. I don't. For me, I've always been in the mindset of if you're going into a game against the Chiefs and that in a tight game the refs calls are going to matter, then you just got to go in with the mindset to blow them out. The refs cannot save a team from getting blown out. They just can't. You know what I mean?
I get it. You're right.
It becomes super obvious at that point. So eliminate the ability for the refs to affect the game. Take a 3-score lead early, like you didn't do against the Ravens, and then you can ride that out.
It's like telling a boxer, get the fucking knockout. Don't leave it in the judges.
Exactly.
Right. Pedro, much love. Tommy, much love. Go Bills, man. Let's see here. Spin, Barkley, and Hurts both have 3 rush touchdowns. That's crazy, bro. They're kicking the shit out of them. Now I could safely say it's over. So 48-23. It's Mavis. Hello. I'm gonna have to get that clip now. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to. There will be no rookie quarterback starting a Super Bowl still. Yep, that is correct, Roy. Thank you for that. Chief breaking down refs is crazy. Look, man, I don't know. Fucking refs.
I mean, we do what we got to do,
It's the refs' fault. Goddamn refs. Look, I still say look, man. At the end of the day, calls go both ways for the most part. Like I'm not that. You're not going to get it here. Like I will say though, if I don't agree with a call, and I don't think that's wrong of me, but I'm not going to ever say a game was won by the refs. I think that's cheap. I think it's you're not being gracious in defeat with that. Like I'm not going to do that. Like I don't like the excuses thing, the whole excuse train. I don't ride that train. I'll just say how the game went. I'll tell you the truth, but I'm not going to say that's the reason why. The reason why you lose games because you fucking lost the game. Because you didn't play. You plain and simple. You just didn't play your best that day, and shit happens, bro. I mean, it does, man. Sometimes you just don't bring it, man. I hate to say it, but it's true, man. They're, even the best. I mean, damn, USA basketball almost fucking lost to some terrible team this year. Won by 1 point. They were supposed to smoke them, and they just didn't have the greatest game. I mean, and they almost lost. So
yeah,
it happens, man. I'm just saying, guys.
But here's what I haven't heard anybody say yet, and I think this is more of an interesting thought too. It is for Mahomes to be that upset at the refs after a game like that.
Right.
It speaks to his intent throughout the game. If he's not getting the calls, that means he intends on getting the calls. What does that also mean? That also means that they go into the game, and part of the game plan is, or I shouldn't say the game plan, but part of the standard operating procedure for Mahomes at the very least, we can say him because we've seen him get upset at it. The SOP for Mahomes is, I got to do certain things that give the refs the cue to throw a flag. So he goes into these games planning on getting calls from the refs. Well, anytime you go into a game planning on that and you don't get them, of course you're going to be as mad as he was. Because, look, I'm doing everything I can to get these flags and you're not throwing them. So, look, whether that's coached into him or that's his, thought process because he just came up with it, or he thought he was gonna take a little, take a pointer from the Patriots and try to, mimic some of the stuff that they've done. To a larger degree, we are seeing Mahomes try to take advantage, or more advantage than other players, of the referees in terms of manipulating their flag throwing. You know what I'm saying? So to that, I would say, look, if you lose, you get what you deserve, man. And if it happens to be on a ref call, you get exactly what you deserve, because once you start trying to, tap into the nerves of the game and manipulate the game from the inside, by manipulating refs like that to me is like, if you start going to the dark side like that, you get everything you deserve.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I'm with you. I'm totally with you there. Told you I get it. All right, anyways. Love Bills. Hell yeah, love Bills. Let's do it. Let's get to the rest of this because we are about to, I won't read them all. Let's just get to the cause of concern. Perfect at Arrowhead. They're undefeated. We ended our season undefeated at home this year as well. Let's see if we can end that streak for the Kansas City Chiefs. Andy Reid has the upper hand. He does. He definitely does. Now, let's get to the keys to victory because we're going to get out of here in a minute and get ready for this game. Let's see here. Keys to victory. All right, keys to victory. Here we go. King Aramis. Execution in pass coverage. I agree. We were talking about that, especially on Kelsey. Keep feeding James Cook. What do you feel about that?
Oh, absolutely. And the Bills are going to be able to run the ball on this team. The Broncos and the Ravens are the number 1 and number 2 defenses in terms of stopping the run. And even they had a hard time against the Buffalo Bills. So the Buffalo Bills game has taken a step up in the playoffs. I fully expect them to be able to run the ball against this Chiefs team.
Yeah, I do too. So okay,
trying to get that chicken, boys.
Man, just calm your little pitbull ass down. All right, you relax. All right, see what you're doing to me. I'm losing my train of thought. Right? Golly, I don't even know what I was talking about. James Cook, get James Cook going. All right, let's go. Get out of here! Get on, crap. Oh, you're gonna yell at me now. Yeah, whatever. Win matchups on the defensive line. Yes, we do need to win matchups on the defensive line.
Yeah.
So here it says, Cody says, do you think they will start right on time, or do you think they will start a little late tonight? I have friends coming over for the game down here in Alabama. We are scheduled to start at 5:30 Central. I do think, and I'm not making fun. It's fun. Anytime in the South, and by the way, I'm from South Florida, so we have a little slang ourselves. But yeah, Alabama. in Georgia. Good old Georgia boy. But yeah, I think the game will be start on time because remember they're on CBS.
Good.
Roy coming in. There's been games when the Bills had a hard time executing against a team's weaknesses. That's true. Let's hope that's not the case tonight. That is true. You are right, and I can't stand that either. It bothers me when we don't attack defenses or weaknesses of opposing teams. I can't stand it. Spin. We need one of those chat things where we can command that dog to attack. Hey, come on, man! That dog would never attack me. See, Aramis says, all right, let's get to the King Aramis hot takes, and then we'll get to the score predictions, and then we're gonna get out of here. Go ahead, King Aramis. What is your hot take?
I think the Bills are gonna get 5 sacks in this game. I think they're going to get 5 sacks.
Wow.
When you look at the move of Joe Thuney going to left tackle and what it opens up in pass protection for the Chiefs, they one way or another, they're going to have their weak link at left guard being the guy that takes on either DaQuan Jones or Ed Oliver one-on-one. One way or another that's going to happen, and if that's not all, that left guard, that weakest spot of their offensive line, the guy who wasn't a starter, is going to have to be the guy that also understands how to pick up the blitzes and understands how to deal with the simulated pressures of a guy lining up right across from him and engaging, but then dropping into coverage. Who is he supposed to lean towards? Can he count the defensive numbers on his side of the ball to be able to make those decisions on the fly? This is a very, very serious weakness for the Chiefs right now, is their offensive line up the middle. If that guy does not have a great game, the Bills will definitely dominate this game.
I like that. Way to go, King Aramis. Now, score predictions. Go ahead with your score prediction, King Aramis.
I'm going to say 35-28.
And by the way, we do have a little bit of breaking news by Tracy. So I saw Josh today, and he's locked in to win.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Tracy, for that. I appreciate that. And there it is. So what was your score prediction? I'm sorry, because I was so locked in on the breaking news there. But, and I like that. Tracy, there's nothing wrong with that. That's great news.
Yeah. 35-28 is what I got.
Who do we have for commentators today? Do you know?
Collinsworth and Collinsworth.
Oh God, right? Chris Collinsworth.
Yeah.
Oh no. Do I have my sound effect for that one? Jeez, I thought I did. I don't. I had one. It was Cat Williams going, no. Oh, it's terrible. Oh God. Well, there you go. Chris Collinsworth. All right. So Todd saying 28-24 Chiefs. Please let me be wrong. All right, so I got. I'm guessing he's a Bills fan because he says let me be wrong.
Okay.
I'll go. I think I said it earlier. 34-24. So 34-24 Buffalo. Though it might be closer than that, but I'm going to stick with my score prediction on that. That's going on mute. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, she's saying Chris Collinsworth, because what he's gonna be doing the whole game, right? Oh man. Philly just interception. Oh boy, game over.
Yep.
For sure. I mean, it's already game over, but yeah, man. Chris Collinsworth. Oh boy, you gotta love that. You gotta love Patrick Mahomes. Oh boy, that guy he's just gonna be kissing his ass the whole game. Oh man, Patrick Mahomes. Wrong. It's Romo. Whoa, it's Romo.
Oh, I thought Romo was doing this game. So who's on the Eagles game?
Romo. It's Romo and Nance, baby.
Oh, Brady's doing this game. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So there we go. Go. That's good stuff.
I saw earlier it was supposed to be Collinsworth. I don't know. Maybe they changed it. I don't know. But they said today was supposed to be Collinsworth, and then Collinsworth in our game, and then Romo was supposed to be the Eagles game. But okay.
All right. Well, guys, everybody, we will be live post game, and hopefully for a victory post game. This is it, man. This is the time, guys. This is the time for the Bills to show that they can beat this Kansas City Chiefs team and can make it to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
It's right here. Like, we are knocking at the fucking door. It's very tough to get here. I'm going to tell you guys right now, to even get to an AFC championship game. Super tough. It's super tough to get to the Super Bowl. But I believe in Josh Allen. I believe in his team. I believe we can make it. But we have one team standing in our way that's been standing on our way. We have to take care of business today.
Yep.
I don't even want to think about if we don't, because it will be a tough pill to swallow that we may not have the answer if we lose today. I'm being dead honest with you guys. Like, I don't know after that point what to tell you guys anymore. But I do believe this is the year. I do believe this is the year we beat the Chiefs and we move on to the Super Bowl. And man, let's just get a fucking Super Bowl parade in Buffalo, guys. So,
no doubt.
Bills Mafia, I love you. Hey, King Aramis, thank you once again. We're going to be doing this hopefully next week, man, or in 2 weeks from now, actually. So, love you guys. Bills Mafia, you guys rule. As always, go Bills. We're out of here. Peace.
All right, peace. Go Bills. PA shout out.
Yeah, Beth. Hello.